Your office is the one, this office, not you, is the one who initiated the investigation against Shane Olson. But it appears that it was done while Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project for Mark Tekulve, which obviously would be an unbelievable conflict of interest.
So, hold on, let me see if any of those people are in.
Okay.
Mr. Hicks, we're going to have to ask you to leave
Why?
because this is an official business.
And I'm a
We
member
have-
of the press, and this is an open lobby for the public.
We're going to ask you to leave.
Who
You're
are
not going to
you?
get a step. You're not going to get a statement.
Who are you?
I work here.
I would suggest you call the sheriff.
I'll call Batavia and have you escorted out.
Okay, but so this is again the way this prosecutor office operates. They won't answer a simple question about whether Mr. Tekulve had a remodeling project going on with Shane Olson. Are the police coming? The gentleman said he was calling the police, so I'm just standing out there waiting for the police because I want there to be a report. Some guy came out with a badge on that said prosecutor's office, told me I had to leave, and then told me that I said, well, why don't you call the sheriff? And he says, I won't call the sheriff, but I'll call Batavia Village Police. So I've been standing outside ever since. Did he call them?
Okay.
Hi there, how you doing? I'm trying to get Mr. Tekulve to confirm or deny that Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project at his house at the same time this office was investigating him for being put on the Brady List.
Okay.
Can you get Mr. Tekulve?
Is he? He's not answering.
How about Lara Barron? Does she know?
I don't know. Let me see.
They should be well aware I'm trying to get an answer on whether Shane Olson, who was a Batavia Village police officer.
Okay, hold on, because I don't know anything.
Okay.
Hang on.
Heather?
There you go. There he is.
What's up, man?
Ready? All right.
Ms. Barron is not available for a meeting right now, but you can leave your name and number.
She won't call me back. She never has. Is that she? I guess she wants to be the next prosecutor in Claremont County, but doesn't want to be responsive to any questions from the press.
You want to leave your name?
Can somebody in this office confirm or deny whether police officer Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project for Mr. Tekulve at the same time that this office was doing an investigation against Mr. Olson to be put onto the Brady List?
I don't know who I would ask for that. Who would confirm or deny that?
Let me look. records of, Mr. Shrive sent some records of the investigation to me. And if I can find, there were some lawyers copied on it. So the lawyers copied on communications about it were, I don't know if these are all lawyers, but Mark Tekulve, Stephanie Ross, Melissa McElfresh, who I don't think's a lawyer, right? Those are the people that were caught. Angie Kennedy.
Okay,
So Angie Kennedy's a lawyer in this office, right?
she's in civil, in the
Okay.
Redmond building with, she works with Brian Schreiber.
Okay. Stephanie Ross,
She works with Mark.
but she's a lawyer or not a lawyer?
No, she's
Not a lawyer. And then I think because Melissa McElfresh is the person who contacted your office, is the one, this office, not you, is the one who initiated the investigation against Shane Olson. But it appears that it was done while Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project for Mark Tekulve, which obviously would be an unbelievable conflict of interest.
So, hold on, let me see if any of those people are in.
Okay.
All right, got no comment.
Who are you?
No comment.
Who are you?
Thank you.
Who are you? Okay, some person, I have no idea who they are, has no comment. You said you have no comment, but who are you? I have no idea who you are.
No comment.
So who's not giving, who is the person from the prosecutor's office giving no comment? It's like a comedy routine here. Okay, so this is the way the prosecutor's office works here. I went out to get a battery because the battery was dying, and now the whole office is cleared out up in the front. So Shane Olson was the officer that was laughing and looking directly in uniform at former Chief Young in Batavia Village, harassing a Frisch's waitress, and then claimed he never saw anything. So either he's a unbelievable liar or should not be a cop because he can't see things right in front of his face that he's laughing at. The prosecutor's office requested information from Batavia Village to do what's called a Brady investigation to potentially put Officer Olson onto the Brady List, which would mean that he's not considered to be a reliable officer for testifying because of being caught in lies. But I've got a ton of sources that at the same time this was going on, first off, there was Shane Olson was doing a remodeling project for prosecutor Mark Tekulve. I'm just trying to pin that down. I've tried again and again to just get, I'm 100% sure it took place, but I'm trying to get more than, I'm trying to get evidence or confirmation from a direct party, not from people who have told me. Because the people that have told me were not direct parties, either Mr. Olson or Mr. Tekulve. So I'm trying to get one of the direct parties in the remodeling project to comment.
Mr. Hicks, we're going to have to ask you to leave
Why?
because this is an official business.
And I'm a
We have-
member of the press, and this is an open lobby for the public.
We're going to ask you to leave.
Who
You're
are
not going to
you?
get a step. You're not going to get a statement.
Who are you?
I work here.
I would suggest you call the sheriff.
I'll call Batavia and have you escorted out.
Okay, but so this is again the way this prosecutor office operates. They won't answer a simple question about whether Mr. Tekulve had a remodeling project going on with Shane Olson. Hi there.
Thank you.
By the way, there's Zach Zipper's name. Apparently he's still on the board, even though he's suspended for drunk driving 2 times over the limit, wrecking into a guardrail in Kentucky. Tell you what, I'm going to go downstairs and I'll meet, if they call the police, I'm going to meet them downstairs. All right. We just hang out here and see if the police show up. I've tried repeatedly to get an answer out of this office on if they were doing a Brady List investigation involving Shane Olson, while at the same time the prosecutor doing the Brady List investigation was having Shane Olson do a remodeling project at his house. They simply will not answer. Now they want to try to up the ante. And do what they do best. A citizen and a journalist trying to ask questions is greeted with intimidation. Wonder where the cops are. Hi there, how you doing? Notice how they were gonna, these buildings are generally the government buildings patrolled by the sheriff, but he was gonna call Batavia Police because there's a lot of friction between the prosecutor and the sheriff's office because of the prosecutor being a joke and throwing previously having thrown both the sheriff and his detectives under the bus on political stuff. I'm gonna go back in and ask them where the Batavia police are. Let's see. Are the police coming? The gentleman said he was calling the police, so I'm just standing out there waiting for the police because I went there to be a report. Some guy came out with a badge on that said prosecutor's office, told me I had to leave, and then told me that I said, well, why don't you call the sheriff? And he says, I won't call the sheriff, but I'll call Batavia Village Police. So I've been standing outside ever since. Did he call them?
Okay. I don't know.
So they don't even know who the guy was that told me he was calling the police on me. It's a clown show. All right, well, I don't see any police, so I think that was a bluff. The problem is these guys don't have a leg to stand on. It's a public lobby of the prosecutor's office. I was asking a simple, purely journalistic question, and Mr. Tekulve doesn't feel he's accountable to anybody. Nor Lara Barron. And the civil function is a complete hack job. All right, I'm gonna take off.